And good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Columbus, Ohio for the 2018 ACHA Women's Division II National Championship Tournament as we get ready for Game 2 here on Rig 2 of Day 3 of pool play here in the tournament as the North Dakota State Bison take on the Delaware Blue Hens. We'll talk about it in just a minute, but first let's send it downstairs for our public address announcer to give us our starting lineups and national anthem.
This is public address announcer Jace Burns. This pool play game today features on the visiting bench the number 4 ranked team from the West region, the North Dakota State University Bison. And on the home team bench, the number 1 ranked team from the East region, the University of Delaware Blue Hens. Before we announce the starting lineups, the ACHA Women's Division II is excited to announce today the 2018 All-American teams, as well as the winners of the Zoe Harris Award, Community Playmaker, Off-Ice MVP, and Coach of the Year awards for the 2017 through 2018 season. All-American First Team. For forwards, Mackenzie Below, Minot State. Brittany Hegel, Liberty. Emily Hockey, Delaware. For defense, Ashley Wright, Liberty. Mariah McHugh, Assiniboine. And goalie, Shelby Tornado, Minot State. All-American second team. For forwards, Brittany Mennigan, Montclair State. Vanessa Grimstead, Minot State. Carly Frederick, Assiniboine College. For defense, Asia Voss, Lakehead. Mary Claire Newtown, Delaware. Goalie, Emily Becker, Delaware. The Zoe Harris Player of the Year Award goes to Mackenzie Below, Minot State. Community Playmaker, Sophie Schmidt, Navy. Off-Ice MVP goes to Kara Six, Liberty. And Coach of the Year is to Dan Calvert, Lakehead. Congratulations to all on behalf of the ACHA. Now let's meet the starting lineup for the visiting team bench, the North Dakota State University Bison. At right defense, a sophomore from Coon Rapids, Minnesota, number 4, Alyssa Henson. At left defense, a senior from West Fargo, North Dakota, number 3, Courtney Lockspike. A senior from Langdon, North Dakota, number 8, Bryn Fisher. At left, freshman from Rapid City, South Dakota, number 11, Mackenzie Schultz. At center, a junior from Rizzo, Minnesota, number 16, Mary Carmen Brzekowicz. And in net, a senior from Rizzo, Minnesota, number 1, Bridget Slater. And now let's meet the starting lineup for the home team bench of the University of Delaware Blue Hens. At right defense, a senior from Boxborough, Massachusetts, number 22, Melissa McCready. At left defense, a freshman from Newark, Delaware, number 24, Mackenzie Sherman. At right wing, a freshman from Blackstone, Massachusetts, number 6, Shannon McDermott. At left wing, a senior from Farmingham, Massachusetts, number 18, Amanda Gallagher. At center, a junior from Bear, Delaware, number 12, Carly Smythe. And in net, a senior from Bayside, New York, number 1, Emily Becker. Is Bobby Joe Kronberg, assistant coach Benjamin Hansen. Head coach of the Blue Hens is Ken Deming, assistant coach Al Gallo, assistant coach Katie Smith, and manager Carl McCombs. Ladies and gentlemen, would you all please rise and kindly remove all caps for the playing of the Star Spangled Banner. game is assigned by the ACHA, USA Hockey, and the Ohio Valley Hockey Officials Associations.
All right, hockey fans, getting ready for today's contest between Delaware and North Dakota State. It's a winner-take-all affair here in Pool C between these two teams. The winner of this contest will move on to the semifinals tomorrow. They'll take on the winner, or take on Minot State tomorrow in the championship, or the championship 4 round, as the North Dakota State Bison and Delaware Blue Hens get ready to go after it here in this one. Of course, Delaware, the number 1 seed out of the East region, fell yesterday to the Adrian Bulldogs, but still control their own destiny with a win over the Bison today. And, of course, North Dakota State, a big win over Loyola yesterday in pool play, which ends up being the determining factor for the tiebreak if this game does go the full 65 minutes in a tie. If this game goes to a draw, North Dakota State will move on to take on their rivals in the Minot State Beavers. So a lot on the line for these two teams. A spot in the Final Four. 3 of the 4 spots have already been declared as Lakehead, Bishop's University, Minot State, and one of these two teams will round out our semifinal 4 as the teams meet at center ice. We're back underway as Minot State in the black uniforms move right to left. Delaware's in the white uniforms moving left to right, as we'll see what unfolds over the next 60 minutes. Coming into the zone, number 16, Mary Carmen Prezequis. Over to the far side. It's stolen by the Blue Hens. And back and forth it goes. Now McCready's behind the net. Looks to pass up the near side. Had McDermott for a moment before it's stolen away. Number 8, Bryn Fisher. As loose over on the far side it goes. And picked up by the Bison. Number 7 for them. That's Logan Cohn. Will chip it right in. She's got 2 goals and 2 assists on the campaign. Only 9 skaters for North Dakota State. But don't tell them that's a disadvantage. They have been excellent in this tournament so far. An 8-1 win over Loyola yesterday. As that shot out in front, Becker forced to make a save. As she comes up with that one, Emily Becker named the second-team All-American goaltender for this division earlier today. So congratulations to her. Other Delaware players, Emily Hockey on the first team as a forward, and also Mary Claire Newtown, a defenseman, on the second team. All picking up All-American honors today. We'll talk about the rest of them throughout the broadcast, as well as North Dakota State. We'll have to, excuse me for the Minot State mentions. We just had the Beavers pick up a 10-1 win over Montclair State in their game previous here. The winner will take on Minot State in this contest. As the Bison fire one towards the front of the net, stolen away by Delaware. Now Emily Hockey will chip it up the near side. Now Marino able to chip it along. Now Anna Shell, she tries to fire one towards the front of the cage. That one's denied by the stingy Bison defense. They do not give up a lot of opportunities. It's over on that far side. Rachel Dorff gains the red line, sends it hard into the near corner, where it's picked up by the Blue Hens. Sent back out, but not past the blue line. Is weaving back and forth is Cohn. She fires a shot. It's blocked. Gets it right back. Still loose. And now kicked to the corner by McCready's. Outlet pass. Trying to help it out was Gallagher, but bounces right back. Now Smythe quickly ahead. As Shell tries to give it to Gallagher. That one's denied at the blue line. Now chipped back in by the Blue Hens. Now the Bison will try to bring it up the near side with Low Spike, excuse me. Have to forgive me on my pronunciations as well. After day 3, this is the day 3 of the women's tournament, day 10 of the ACHA National Championship tournament across the 5 divisions. Names start to blend a little bit as Newtown with a shot that's blocked here on the near side. Now number 4, that's Alyssa Hansen, will back it up the near side. It takes a pinball to the center of the zone. Now Hansen's got it back. Now she gets by one defender. She sends it hard in. No icing as it goes around the cage. Pass up the near side. McDermott can't hold. Bison keep the zone for a moment before it's chipped out by Hockey. Back into the near side corner. Hansen going to try and race after it. McDermott gets there first. Now sends one in front. Hockey just pushed it just wide. 3 minutes gone here in this first period. Center pass out in front. McDermott able to put that towards the front, but just goes wide. 2 good looks from Delaware. Shots are even at 1. Puck chipped out to center ice. Newtown over the far side where it's picked up by Hockey. She'll bring it in. Looking for something as the rest of the line changes. Big collision over on that far side. Incidental contact ruled by the official system today is a shot from the blue line. That catches the glass here on the near side. That was number 6, Bree Johnson, getting that opportunity. Now McCready's over on the far side. Backhands it ahead. Team's hacking at it once and twice. Now Schultz trying to keep the zone. They do. Now it's back. A shot. That goes high. Looking for Fisher. Loose here on the near side. Tied up. Shell takes a hack at it. Instead, it's Johnson that'll just send it into the corner. She'll make a change. Now it up the near side. Shell can't control. Just stays offside, though. And so Bison are forced back a little bit. Over on the far side, McCready's backhands it down low where it's picked up by low spike. Now back to the near side boards. Off the stick of number 4, Mackenzie Skirman. So I've been pronouncing her name wrong all weekend, so my apologies to Mackenzie. Here on the near side. Rung back behind the net. Now Smythe has it. She looks for the outlet pass. Has McDermott. Good defensive play, though, by low spike. Now skating it in is Hansen. Hansen into the zone. Tried to pull that puck towards the slot. Had it knifed away, though, as it's over on the far side. Gallagher tries to do the same and set right back down. 5 minutes gone here in the first period. Teams still trying to figure each other out. A lot on the line between these two teams. The second of our 2 meaningful games today is a shot out in front. Becker has to deal with a couple of hacks from Prezequis. Able to shut the door there and earn herself a whistle. 14:47 to go. Shots are even at 2. The winner of this game moves on to the semifinals tomorrow. Takes on Minot State at 3:45 Eastern Time. First semifinals already set at 1:15 Eastern Time. It'll be the Lakehead University Thunderwolves taking on the Bishops University Gators. Of course, the Gators still have to play later tonight. As that pool will wrap up, they'll be their final 2 games of the day. As once Liberty and Buffalo wraps up, they're going to the third and final period over on the other side. And then we'll get ready with the 2 final games. Final day of pool play here between these 2 teams. That shot is sent on net. Becker will trap that one and hold on with 14:21 to go here in the period. Both these teams trying to get that ticket punched. Trying to join that Frosty Four, as they've been calling it in the other divisions. The Frosty Four for the Men's Division 3 tournament about to get underway in just a couple of hours. They'll decide who's going to the national championship tonight. That game will be tomorrow over at the Ice House. The women's D1 semifinals will be tomorrow over at the practice facility for the Blue Jackets, the Ice House. Semifinal games for the girls here will be back here at Easton tomorrow before moving over to the Ice House for the championship game on Sunday. Delaware in the offensive end. Now they send one out in front. A shell shot takes a deflection up and out of play. That was a dangerous look for the Blue Hens. It's going to stay inside the zone. That went off of a North Dakota State stick. And a shell, 2 goals on the tournament so far. Her and Newtown lead the team in goals with 2 each. As Shell trying to turn it here on the near side. It's denied by the Bison. They'll send it back out to center ice. Mary Claire Newtown, the captain for this Delaware squad, passes it back to Shell near side. She'll walk in from the top of the circle, fires one that's turned aside for the first save of the game for Slater. First true save of the game for Slater, I would imagine. Shots are 4-3 here. It's rung up the near side, backhanded pass off targets, kept in the zone by Delaware. That's on net to Slater, and she'll hold on. The senior out of Roselle, Minnesota, getting the save there. Teams will change out the skaters with 13:10 to go here in our opening frame. Still no score. Face off here on the near side. One by Marino. She tries to come towards the front of the cage. Good job by Hansen to deny that opportunity. Still loose here. Two Blue Hens, one Bison as it goes up the far side. Now to the top of the point, McCready's. Over to Smythe, surveys her options, throws it down low on the ice, and that takes a deflection off the stick. Now the Bison tried the breakout pass, is stolen away. Delayed offside for a moment as the Bison have it. They'll send it over to that far side where it's picked up. North Dakota State, a hard slap shot from the red line. That was Hansen doing the job there. As the Bison gain the offensive end. One-on-one battle, squirts out to the Blue Hens. Outlet pass looking for McDermott. It's behind her. And the Bison will keep the zone. Dorf behind the net. Has options in the slot, but has it poked away. But it's right to the stick of Low Spike. She'll fire one. It's blocked. Back down low it goes. McCready's cuts off the cycle. As they were trying to cycle down there with Johnson. Now it's over to the far side. Still in the zone. 12 minutes to go in the period. Now it takes a deflection and finally settles in the Blue Hen bench with 11:54 remaining here in our first period. Matt Coma joining you here, our fourth game of the day here at the Chillers Eastern Rink just outside of Columbus, Ohio. One of the suburbs here. Delaware wins the draw, rings around hard near side, taking a tumble. Looks like it was Marino. Back and forth they go. That was actually number 16 for the Blue Hens. Or number 18, that's Gallagher, excuse me. No 16 on the Blue Hens. As that one sent all the way to the blue line before it's cut off by Delaware's defense. Now an outlet pass goes right to the tape of Low Spike. Low Spike will have one in the corner, has it poked away from her, stays in the zone. Now a nice outlet pass finds Hansen. She'll wind up, but it's blocked by Gallagher. Over on the far side, Blue Hens trying to get it out. They do. It goes off the shin pad of Hockey. Back is Hansen, though, for the Bison. Both teams in the middle of a change. It comes near side through the feet of Logan Cohn. Now there they come. 2-on-2. Poke checked away, settled in the slot by Marino. It's back out to center ice where the Bison will yet again come right back in. Johnson throws one down net to Becker, and she'll hold on for a whistle with 10:46 remaining here in our opening frame. Face off here on the near side. No teams making a change here. They'll keep the same five out as on that last rush. Back top of the point. Hansen, a drive, just goes wide. Reeling around the near side. Dorf plays it to the far corner after getting her stick jammed up. McDermott, first one there. Can't clear the zone, though. Second attempt. Doesn't try, and now the third attempt. Carly Smythe ahead. She gets tripped up. No call at the blue line. We play on. 10:20 to go. Skating it in is Johnson. She had it poked away. Now Delaware back in possession. Not a whole lot of offense between these two teams just yet. Shots are 5-4. Most of those shots just kind of errant shots from the top of the point. Nothing's been really tested either of these goaltenders so far. As we have a tie-up right in front of the scorekeeper's table. Everybody gets back up on their feet, and we keep moving forward as now the Bison into the zone with Johnson. Or excuse me, that's number 11. That's Schultz. They tie each other up on the near side. Schultz tried to pass. That was cut off by Smythe. Smythe, outlet pass, Gallagher. She gets through a stick check, but lost the puck. Smythe will help it along. Now it's a foot race back into the Bison zone. Haven't been over here in a while, as most of the time has been in the neutral zone. Johnson brings it, or Schultz, excuse me, brings it around. Now the outlet pass to Johnson. Goes off of a skate, no icing as Becker comes out to play it. She'll just send it to the corner. Rung around the boards to the near side. Newtown with time. She goes hard off the boards. Has Gallagher ahead of the play. Nice outlet pass. She brings it in onside. She was just a little ahead. That allowed the Bison defense to get it back in front. Now a shot stops at the top of the crease and kicked to the far corner. Back to the top of the point, but not out. Small will ring it around down the near side. Hansen for the Bison, trying to get it through. Hockey able to get a poke check. Now Gallagher tied up down low by Low Spike. Teams battling here on the near side. You see at the bottom of your screen is Newtown laid a check there, and that'll be a penalty. It's going to be a body check with 8:28 to go. So the Bison will get the first power play of the afternoon. So we'll come all the way back to the Delaware end. It's Mary Claire Newtown, first penalty of the game. 2 minutes for body check. So the Bison, who trail 6-4 on the shot count, will get an offensive opportunity to try and strike first here. New center for Delaware. Marino will take this draw against number 16, Prezequis, as they set up in the offensive zone. Hansen, top of the point, back to Prezequis near side. Or excuse me, that's number 9. That's number... I'm guessing that there is a number 9 out there. That's not on the stat sheet, so we'll have to update that for you. As it's back to the top of the point, a drive from Hansen. That catches the glass wide here on the near side. We get a whistle, and that is dislodged, or no, we had helmets. Helmets kind of tied up in front between Low Spike and, or excuse me, Prezequis, and I believe that was Skirman. So that was the reason for the whistle, just a couple of helmet cages tied up. 1:32 remaining in the power play, 8:01 left in the first period, still no score. North Dakota State Bison, Delaware Blue Hens. Spot in the semifinals here on the line. Face off one here to the near corner. Getting to it first, Skirman. Had it stolen away though, as the Bison set up in the offensive zone. Dorf. Top of the point, Hansen. Quickly over here near side. Short side shot from Cone. Goes off the side of the net. Back to Hansen. Comes to Cone near side. Lots of time. Goes across the ice, but a jam shot. Not able to get a piece of it was number 4. That's Alyssa Hansen, who came in from her point. It was a great play from the Bison on the power play, but just couldn't redirect it on frame. Cone in her own zone. She'll backhand it, trying to go through, but it hits the referee's skate. That allows Delaware an opportunity. Now the Bison have someone ahead of the play. It goes off the stick of Dorf. Stays in the zone, though. Back and forth they go. 40 seconds to go in the power play as the Bison set up. Prezequis fanned on that one. Hits it right back. It's helping out is Rachel Johnson to the top of the point. Winding up a shot. Turned aside by Becker. Near side. Back down low as Prezequis. Quickly over the far side. Just keeping onside was Low Spike. She'll fire again, and that one is saved by Becker. Good offense here and they finally do score. It's Mary Carmen Prezequis. A power play goal for the Bison. And with 6:38 to go, it's 1-0 North Dakota State. So excellent passing on the power play leads to the goal. And that's going to be Prezequis' 3rd goal of the tournament. That ties her for the team lead. So they get the tally, 6:38 left to go here in this first period. We'll see who gets credit for the assist, as we're back at center ice and back underway. So the Bison strike first on the power play. Delaware trying to answer here. Low Spike will get the assist. This is going to go for icing as it just crosses the line. And we'll come back the other way. So Low Spike will get the assist. It's going to be her first point of the tournament. That now means every player that has played so far for North Dakota State has at least 1 point in this tournament. Mentioned just the 9 skaters for North Dakota State. They have taken a lead in the shot count 6-7. Delaware trying to answer. That shot is blocked. And now the Bison have a 3-on-3 coming the other way. Walking in is Schultz. In the slot, it's turned aside by Becker. That might have caught the bottom of the netting, but we continue on. Schultz in the corner. Tried to go to the top of the point. Stolen away by Gallagher. This will be icing if it makes it. And it just settles right on the goal line, so no icing. That ran out of gas very quickly as soon as that entered the Bison end. As back and forth we go. Smythe looking for the outlet pass, finds Gallagher at her own blue line. Now ahead looking for Marino. Nice little turn, but it had it poked away. Is now here are the Bison. Nice little pass over the far side. They skate in, but it's offside. As Rachel Dorff just a little ahead of the play. With 5:35 remaining here, first period, still 1-0 now as Brzekwis has the goal. And we'll take a timeout here on the ice. We have 5:35 left to go here in our opening frame. A spot in the semifinals on the line. North Dakota State has the early lead, 1-0.
The 2018 ACHA National Championships are brought to you by Aries Sportswear, the official merchandise sponsor of the ACHA. Howie's Hockey Tape, the official hockey tape of the ACHA. And by the Three-Legged Mare, located right in the heart of downtown Columbus.
All right, welcome back, hockey fans. 1-0 your score, 5:35 left to go here in our opening frame. Mentioned some of the first and second team All-Americans. We can mention the rest of them here in our media timeout. Your All-American first team, Mackenzie Below from Minot State, Brittany Hegley from Liberty, Emily Hockey from Delaware, Ashley Wright from Liberty, Mariah McHugh out of Assiniboine, and Shelby Tornado out of Minot State. Your 6 skaters for the All-American first team. Your second team, Brittany Menigan from Montclair State, Vanessa Grimstad from Minot State, Carly Frederick from Assiniboine, Asia Voss from Lakehead, Mary Claire Newton out of Delaware, and Emily Becker out of Delaware as well. So we're back underway. North Dakota State with a great opportunity down low in the corner. Becker with a couple of good saves. That second team All-American nod for her. Those are the regular season titles. We'll have an all-tournament team announced on Sunday. As I imagine a couple of these Blue Hens and a couple of these Bison will be nominated for some of those awards. As Delaware trying to answer that power play goal from North Dakota State. They have it down low, trying to find Smythe. It's denied by the North Dakota State defense. Loose down here on the near corner. Marino backhands out on front. Good denial, though, by number 6. That's Bree Johnson. Now the outlet pass. Racing hard after it. This will negate the icing call that it goes all the way down. Good job by Rachel Dorff to deny that with speed. Rest of the Blue Hen defense back, though, as they come in 2-on-5. So Dorff surveys their options, has it on her backhand before it's poked away. Now the outlet pass brings it ahead. Now Anna Schell. She'll give it to Gallagher before going to take a change. Now it's loose. It still was trapped there. As Slater looked like she had it covered, but it was kind of sticking out, so the referee let it go. Gallagher came in and took a swipe at it. We keep going on as this is offside on North Dakota State. So it looked like it was going to be a whistle. Referee was going to let it play. And she didn't have the whole puck covered. Gallagher almost an opportunity to put that one home for Delaware. Loose here on the near side. Backhanded by Hansen. It kicks right to low spike. Or Brzekwis, excuse me. Now a shot. That one's just wide. Now up the near side boards. Bison trying to keep the zone. They do. Hansen rings it around the boards. Now sent right back up where it came from. Gallagher battling with Hansen at the half boards there. Now Small. Back behind the net. Once again, they'll try this near side. Hansen's having nothing of it, though. Pinches from her point to keep it onside. Now that she's down low in the corner, now they can get it all the way down. This will be icing on Delaware. As the stoppage of play with 3:25 to go here in this period. Shots are 1-0. Shots are 7-7. Yet the Bison still lead 1-0. Delaware able to get it out off of the faceoff. Now 2-on-2 race back into the Bison zone, and Delaware able to get control of it. Breen looks for something on the back door. It's cut off by the Bison. Now Gallagher's got it. Does the same exact thing. And now McDermott fires a shot. That one's blocked, and North Dakota State will send this one down. Not enough on it to be icing, but it's a 2-on-1 potentially, but a good poke check from Skirvin, able to deny that opportunity for the Bison, but they still continue in the offensive zone. Cross ice pass looking here to the near side for Bree Johnson. Rung around, it's cut off by Johnson. She tries to send one in front. McDermott, her number 6 counterpart, able to steal that one. Newtown only gets it to the top of the point. Low spike and drive, it's just wide. Becker might have got a piece of it as it's back down low. Newtown. So we're down to 2.5 to go as that one gets floated high in the air. Almost caught the Bison in the middle of a change, so no icing. Up the near side boards. Backhanded out. Almost a turnover. Marino got a stick on it. Now low spike will just swipe at it to get it back out. It's the delayed offside here, so Delaware has to tag up. They do. Bison push it back the other way. 2 minutes to go here. First period, still 1-0. Prezequas has the lone goal so far as this one comes all the way back into the Bison zone. Skating after it is Bree Johnson. 9 skaters and 2 of them are Johnsons. Bree and Rachel from 2 different places. As now an opportunity. Newtown rings the bar. That got past Slater, but did not find its way in the net. Here on the near side. Small can't keep it in. Rest of the Blue Hens have to tag up. Quickly pass along for Hockey. She has it knifed away. Now skating with speed is Alyssa Hansen. She'll backhand it on net to Becker. Stops it with the paddle. Picked it up by Newtown. Over on the far side. Hockey's got it. Just sends it all the way down. Gallagher's ahead of the play, so no icing. Final minute of period number 1 here in an essential quarterfinal game here to decide Pool C. Back the other way it goes. It's back out to center ice. Picked up by Low Spike. Low Spike will send one across. Quick D-to-D pass. Now the Bison trying to gain the zone. Good play by McDermott to say no. Now this one goes all the way down. No icing. As we reach 30 seconds remaining. Now a shot of collision over on that far side as one of the Bison take a tumble. Now top of the point. A drive from Lost Spike. Well, that catches something. Took a deflection up and out of play. We'll see what the face-off will be, who had touched that last. And it looked like it touched a Blue Hen last, so it'll stay in the zone with 17.2 to go. The Bison have a 1-0 lead over Delaware. Winner moves on to the semifinal. Face-off won by the Blue Hens, looking to just clear the zone and get it out before the period ends here. It's going to be kept in at the blue line. Now it squirts out to Hockey. Only 7 seconds left for the Blue Hens to try and answer. A shot turned aside by Slater. 2 seconds and 1. That'll be it for the first period. As the horn sounds, 20 minutes in the books. A power play goal from Mary Carmen Prezequas is the lone tally so far as the Bison lead the shot count 10-9 after 1 period of play. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll have your second period. We'll go downstairs, figure out who number 9 is for the North Dakota State Bison, and get your first period stats as well. 20 minutes in the books. The North Dakota State Bison have a 1-0 lead over the Delaware Blue Hens. You're watching the 2018 ACHA Women's Division II National Championship Tournament. We bring you day 3 of pool play here live on the ACHA Network from Columbus, Ohio, and it's powered by YouTube. All right, hockey fans, welcome back. Getting ready for period number 2 here. North Dakota State and Delaware. 1-0 the score. The Bison with a power play goal in that first period. At the 6:38 mark, it's number 16, Mary Carmen Przequas, her third goal of the tournament, assisted by number 3, Courtney Lawspike. That's her first assist, first point of the tournament. That's our only tally so far. Shots 10-9 in favor of North Dakota State as we are back underway. Bison trying to bring it up the near side. Delaware trying to find an answer to that power play goal. We only saw one penalty in that first period that led to that power play goal. As that pass out in front, Slater able to get enough of it to send it back away. Now the Bison send it hard up the fresh ice. That'll easily go for icing as it's blown down with 19:20 left to go here in period number 2. North Dakota State and Delaware, Pool C action here. Winner of these two teams moves on to the semifinals to take on Minot State. Winners of Pool B at 3:45 tomorrow. Our other semifinal is already set. Lakehead against Bishop's University. That'll be at 1:15 tomorrow. Both games are here at the Chillers Easton. As that shot from the top of the point, Newtown. Had it stopped by Slater. Now Newtown again. Lawspike doesn't have a stick. Is it still loose? Now shot saved by Slater. And we're going to get a penalty, I believe, here after that last contact there. So Delaware earning an early call. It's going to be Przequas to the box. And so Delaware will get its first power play of the game with 19:01 remaining in the second period. Bison were able to capitalize on their first opportunity. Let's see what the Blue Hens do with theirs. Face-off won by the Blue Hens. Newtown had it blocked. Still in the zone. Over on that far side is Smythe. She'll give it top of the point. McCready's walks in with a wrist shot. That's a little high. Near side as it comes out of the zone. Delaware forced to tag up, but the puck goes right over to Mackenzie Schultz, who just sends it in, makes a change. Coming in near side, almost a turnover as Cone almost had an opportunity at it. Instead, it's Delaware advancing the puck past the red line. They'll chip it past the blue. Chasing after it is Smythe. She'll get to it first. Backhands it to Marino. They set up in the far corner. Marino looking for hockey in front. Takes a deflection off a stick, and it gives the Bison opportunity to skate it ahead. Here, Logan Cone over the far side for number 9. That's Bryn Fisher wearing number 9 instead of number 8 today. Reason why we couldn't find a number 9 on our program. This comes back out to center ice. Delaware still has 1 minute to go in the power play as Hockey brings it in. She'll stop at the top of the circle. Allow the rest of her teammates to enter the zone. They set up. Smythe, top of the point, Newtown. Gives it back down low, looking for Smythe. Has her. Back to the top of the point, Newtown. Looking for something in front. Instead, gives it back to Smythe. Now it's loose. Takes a hop over a stick. Now a race back after that puck. Newtown, first one there. She weaves through the Bison defense. 2 more to beat as she comes in. Over on that far side. Has it on the backhand. Throws it just wide. Back top of the point. Skirman gives it back to Gallagher. Tries to go across the ice off of a Bison stick. Stays in the zone, though. Gallagher with time. Easy blocker save for Slater. It's loose here on the near side as Lawspike got it stolen away. Now it's loose. A good try by Shell. As that comes up the far side, penalty time over, and it breaks out right to Przequas. Has a breakaway. She walks in, moves, and Becker shuts the door. Excellent job from Becker, not allowing anything behind that net. As they dodge a bullet there, penalty time is over as the Bison hit that at the exact perfect moment, hitting Przequas out of the box. Now they have in with a 3-on-2. Looking for Przequas far side. Trying to turn around with a shot. It's blocked. Settled in the corner. 3.5 minutes gone. That one thrown in front. Steered aside by Becker. Stays in the zone. As the teams battle behind the net. Over there in the corner. It's Cone. Trying to push ahead. Instead, the Delaware defense is the one that gets rid of it, but not out. Hansen Down low to the corner. Shot just goes wide. That was Schultz trying to put that one home. Still loose down low. Top of the point. Kept in. Now shot redirected back out. Now Hansen just slaps at it and Becker able to make the save. Near side. Stays in the zone yet again. This one will be brought ahead. This one leading the charge is Skirman. She'll fire a shot, and Slater will make sure that stays wide of her cage. Now a tie up behind the net. 15:30 remains in the second period. Still 1-0. Shots are even at 12. Back behind the net it goes. Now Cone battling with Smythe down there. Back behind is Smythe. Looks in front. Had Marino for a moment. Couldn't get it towards the front of the cage. Now Marino. Center pass has Hockey. She lost it off her stake. Now an outlet pass available for the Bison. They find it. Weaving through is Dorf, but she has it poked away by McCready's. Stays in the zone as Przekwas battles down low with McCready's. Now it's behind has Dorf. Dorf takes a collision down behind the net. Delaware trying to steer it away. McCready's and Dorf continue to battle. As that one comes back behind the cage. Now back to Skirman. She'll ring it up the far side over the stick of Smythe. Keeps in the zone. Waiting for it, Przekwas. Over the far side. Quick touch passing from Delaware after that poke check. And comes right back into the Bison zone. Over here near side. Kept in by the Bison as Lost Spike had it stolen away. And Delaware forced to ice this puck as the whistle blows with 14:09 to go. Here in period number 2, the Bison still lead 1-0. As Przekwas' power play goal is still the only tally we have so far.
Folks, you are not experiencing technical difficulties. Matt will be right back. The commentation will be right back of this game. Just stay tuned. We will still be bringing you video.
Sorry about that, folks, as I'm back on the microphone here. Trying to set up both these rings here. North Dakota State, as you saw, is on the power play here. Their second of the afternoon. Trying to go 2 for 2. That's their lone goal today on the power play. Excellent passing last time around, but this time they can't seem to find a way to get into the zone. Good forecheck by the Blue Hens. So outlet pass goes off the stick of Schultz. She takes a tumble after taking a poke check. Now the Blue Hens will send it all the way back down. So 2 minutes for holding is the penalty to Gallagher. Ends up being the call as North Dakota State still having trouble gaining the zone. It's A credit to Delaware's defense. Now the Bison will chip it in near side and go after it. Racing hard is Bree Johnson. Can't get to it in time as Delaware will ring it around the boards, keeping it in his cone. Plays down low as North Dakota State tries to set up with 40 seconds to go in the power play, 12 minutes to go in the period. She'll fire a shot. Becker the save, still loose in front. And cleared out of the zone by Delaware. Pulling to the red line, though. Cone, near side, goes over the stick of Fisher. And batted down to the red line by Law Spike. Brought into the zone, but stolen away by Delaware. Bison just not able to get really anything going on this power play. As that'll be kicked back to the Delaware defense. They'll ice it one final time, and that'll be it for the power play as it ticks down to 4 seconds, 3, 2, and 1. And that's it. We're back to 5-on-5 hockey. As back out front. Now weaving in is Smythe. She gets tripped up, and that'll be a penalty on the Bison. So now, right after North Dakota State had an opportunity on their second power play, now the Blue Hens will get their second power play. Just a collision past the blue line there. It's number 4 for the North Dakota State Bison. Alyssa Hansen, or excuse me, number 9. That is Bryn Fisher. That'll go sit for 2 minutes. Delaware 0 for 1 on the power play so far today. 11:07 to go in the period. 2 minutes up on the board for the penalty. Delaware wins the draw. Quick passing. Top of the point, McCready's a shot. Slater the save, and she holds on. Reset again over on the far side. We'll do it all over again. As it's won again by the Blue Hens. Quickly McCready's over the Smythe. Walks in, has hockey, but a lot of black jerseys down there, able to stick that one away. Comes up top of the point. McCready's keeps it on side. Now Marino walks in. Short angle shot knocked away by Slater. Delaware will try again. Marino walking in, or excuse me, that's Smythe walking in. Now top of the point. Newtown walks in, fires, and Slater the save, who holds on with 10:31 remaining in the period. 1:23 to go in the power play. Getting to the halfway point of this contest. Winner moves on. Loser is done. Their season will come to a close. A date with Minot State on the line. This is top of the point Newtown, trying to even the score up here on the power play. Smythe back to Newtown. Quickly over to the far side. Kicked off the skate of McCready. She keeps it on side. Plays it down low for Hockey. That's it out in front. Doesn't find a stick. And comes to Smythe near side. 1 minute to go in the power play. Marino back to Smythe. Walks in. Saves. Loose in front and covered by Slater. Another excellent save from the netminder for the Bison. Senior getting it done for the North Dakota State squad. 10:02 remains in the period. 55 seconds on the power play. She's been a backstop for this Bison squad all week long. Almost able to steal that win against the Cinnabon on the first day of the tournament, that cross-pool game that the Bison had, as this is cleared all the way down, no icing on the penalty kill. Becker thought about sending that one deep and said it's Newtown, and here come the Blue Hens again with numbers 3-on-1 as Shell fires a shot. It's just steered aside by Slater. Final 30 seconds. Shell a backhand. It's loose in front. Slater able to shut the door. No shot ended up coming to her as Newtown can't keep it on side. Battling hard with Dorf there for a moment. Now that takes a deflection. Pinball's at the top of the zone. Now it squirts out. Back out to center ice. Final 10 seconds. So that'll be it for the power play for Delaware. It's almost a turnover in the Delaware end. Leads to a scoring chance for the Bison. Instead, it comes back out to center ice. The penalty is over. Blue Hens 0 for 2 on the power play. As this one is sent in, Slater will just steer that one aside from her cage. The Blue Hens change up the line. Put their normal lines back out there after the special teams units had a chance to level the score. Smythe tried to send one in front. Instead, it's sent to the top of the point. Bison trying to clear. Stays onside. Marino with time. Gives it to Smythe. Try to go back to Marino. Bouncing puck, though. Loose near side. Przekwis up to Fisher. Fisher outlet pass. Has the target. Schultz lost it in her feet, but Przekwis able to help her out. Good poke check from Hockey. Puts it back in Delaware's hands. Now the outlet pass to Smythe. 3-on-2 come the Blue Hens. Fired shot, easily steered aside by Slater. Back up the near side boards. Now here comes Cone. Center pass looking for Schultz. It's behind after taking a deflection. Bison offside. Have to let this one go on the delayed call. As they do, and Delaware now with an opportunity up the near side. Under 8 minutes to go, second period, still 1-0. Now an outlet pass. Here's Breen looking for a goal to tie things up. That shot blocked. Sent around here to the near side. Alyssa Hansen getting in the way of that one. Outlet pass, Newtown, but it's offside as Breen was trying to come out of the zone. So we'll get a stoppage play. 7:42 remaining here, second period. Shots are 16-13 in favor of the Blue Hens. This faceoff will take place right in front of their bench. Still looking for that tying goal, though. As we'll step aside for a quick break, we'll come back for the conclusion of the second period. 7:42 to go in it, and the Bison still lead the Blue Hens by a score of 1-0.
A special thank you to our 2000.
The 2018 ACHA National Championships are brought to you by Barron's Championship Rings, the official ring vendor for all ACHA National Champions and Hall of Famers. Boston's Pizza Restaurant and Sports Bar. Gourmet pizza, burgers, wings, and more. We've got you covered. And by Marathon, fueling the American spirit.
Welcome back, folks. 7:42 remaining here in period number 2, game number 2 here on rink number 2 of day 3 of the tournament. ACHA Women's Division II National Championships. Winner of this game moves on to the national semifinal. Delaware, the number 1 seed out of the East region. North Dakota State, the number 4 seed out of the West region. A win for either team will punch their ticket to the semifinals against Minot State. A tie will punch a tie will lead North Dakota State to a ticket to that semifinal. Delaware needs to win this game. They can't settle for the draw. As it goes back into the Delaware end, Bison control and lead this contest 1-0. We've already seen a little controversy earlier today. Lakehead and Boston College, a winner-take-all game. They ended up tying this morning. Lakehead ended up having the tiebreaker on goal differential. Punch their ticket to take on Bishops in the first semifinal tomorrow. A couple of bodies get tripped up, no calls. As here comes Newtown in the zone, but she blows a tire, and that's going to be the penalty that gets called. As she tried to weave through the defense, it's going to be a tripping call to number 6 for the Bison. That's Bree Johnson. And now the third power play for Delaware. They're 0 for 2. 6:58 remaining here in the second period. They've come close, but still haven't been able to solve Slater just yet. Both goaltenders doing a fantastic job so far in this one. Shot 16-13, only one goal we've seen. Bison tried to clear. Newtown redirected just at the last minute, but just goes wide. Back to Newtown. Down low to Smythe. Looks for something in front, stolen away by a lost spike, and she'll send it all the way down. 6.5 to go, second period. 1:30 remaining now in the power play as Newtown brings it into the zone. Fires a shot, it's too high. Marino trying to settle on that far side, has to battle with Fisher, and she clears the zone, able to get it just over the outstretched arm of Emily Hockey. Delaware will try again. This one takes another Bison deflection, and they'll send it down again. So Delaware having the same problems Minot State had, or North Dakota State had on their last power play, as Dorf almost created a scoring opportunity. Instead, the Blue Hens can't control that pass at center ice, and again, it's on the wrong side of the ice for Delaware, the right side of the ice if you're a Bison fan. Cycle on the far side, just jammed up and sent here to the near corner. As Dorf takes a tumble, trying to get through the stick check in Newtown. It's still loose down there, and McCready's backhands it to the near corner. We're down to 30 seconds to go in the power play as the Blue Hens try the home run pass. That's going to have no solution as Hansen able to cut that one off. 20 seconds remaining in the power play. One final chance to rush it ahead. There's another collision up there on the top of your screen. Final 10 seconds here on the power play is that's again, it goes off a Delaware stick back out to center ice. That'll do it for the power play is sending it in is Fisher. Trying to get a stick on it, Cone, and that goes wide. Penalty time is over. We're under 5 minutes to go. 5-on-5 hockey here. Outlet pass, no icing as Gallagher beats the icing call. Now she's tied up down low with Johnson. Now Przekwas will just chap it up the far side. It's kept in by the Blue Hens. Gallagher only to the top of the slot, really, before it's sent back out to neutral ice. Bison in the middle of a change, getting a steal, and bringing it in herself is Hansen. Walks in with a shot. That's wide. Back behind the net it goes. Looking to stuff it on the short side was Fisher. Still loose stone there. 2-on-2 battle. Schultz enters the play. They continue to tie each other up with 4 minutes and 5 seconds to go in the period. Still 1-0. Just a power play goal in that first period. It's the only talent we've seen. Blue Hens trying to answer right now as they send it deep. Smythe will go after it. Rest of the Blue Hens change. Now our teammates enter the play as it comes to Small. A shot. Net was blocked in front. Loose on the doorstep. They score! Right place, right time for Courtney Marino. Her first goal of the tournament. It's a big one as with 3:43 to go, that ties the hockey game. Here is the 9 stages of the second period. Just a shot came in on Slater. It was blocked in front. Took a bounce over to the far side. And it just sat right on a silver platter for Marino to just tap it home. Loose over on the far side as we're back to a tie hockey game. The Blue Hens able to settle the score. Once again, no shutouts. We're down to 2 games left in pool play. We still haven't seen a shutout. As looks like Bishops and Loyola about to get underway on the other rink here at Chillers Easton. As Delaware's got the hot hands. Marino shoots. It's blocked in front and a sprawling save from Slater. Able to deny that opportunity. So the Blue Hens with some life here after North Dakota State had the momentum for the first half of this period. 3:11 to go second period. 19-14 the shots in favor of the Blue Hens, but it's 1-1. Winner moves on, loser goes home. Blue Hens win the draw. Newtown forced to just play it in the corner. It's picked up by a law spike. Outlet pass looking for Przekwas. It's behind her. This will be icing on North Dakota State. And we'll come back the other way. 2:57 now on the clock. So face off here on the near circle. 2:57 to go in the period. It's won by the Bison back behind the net. Smythe has it. She'll backhand it to top of the point. Can't keep it in as Small. Almost a dangerous turnover, but falls harmlessly for Delaware here on the near side. Bison trying to answer that goal, trying to retake the lead here. And Small has it behind the net. Jammed at. Team still hacking at it. Now Fisher leaves it behind, looking for Schultz. Had it poked away near side. Puck squirts out to the top of the line. It's kept in by Przekwas as it's blocked to the far side. Fisher back down low. Shell looks to ring it around. Kicks right out in front. 2 Blue Hens there to Make sure that one doesn't go in. As now they'll try it again and hack once, twice, and Becker will say that's enough and holds on to that one. 2:06 to go here in the second period. The shots are 19-16. Score is 1-1. Face off here on the near side. Won by the Bison, but unable to hold the zone was Lost Spike. They still battle after it. Now walking in, but it's offside, the call. Rachel Johnson was ahead of the play, but linesman was right there. Blows that one dead. 1:56 now remains. Face-off won by the Hens. They'll send one over to that far side. They've got the numbers 3-on-3 now, as it was a chance for a 3-on-2 play. Now a shot goes high, just over the glove of Slater. Coming up on 90 seconds remaining here in the second period. It's picked up by the Bison. Over the far side. Team's digging at it. Cone tried to dig it out as Dorf ran that up the far boards. Down to minute 20 now. McCready's in her own end. Passes it up the near side. Marino can't get a stick on it. Smythe does. Now Smythe will skate it along. Carly Smythe stops at the top of the zone. Had Breen behind the defense, but a good poke check from Prezequis. And now Delaware caught in a change. And now here come the Bison 2-on-2. Chasing after it is Dorf. The battle was small. They collide down there in the corner. Now another collision behind the cage as it squirts out here at the near side. Under a minute now to go. 45 seconds as it ticks down 1-1 your score. Back out to center ice, and that's a penalty on the Bison is going to be coming up here in that corner. It's a body check. And another power play upcoming for Delaware. It's their fourth. 0 for 3, though, are the Blue Hens. So referee's talking about this for a moment here. As that's going to be number 10 for the Bison. That's Rachel Johnson. Ends up going to the box. Oh, we have a player down in the corner. It's Carly Smythe for taking that body check, so that's the reason why. The coaches will come over and take a look at Carly. It was a collision over here on the pillar. You wouldn't be able to see it on the camera. Just ruled a body check here on the near side. Hopefully she'll be able to get back up. It's a competitive sport, but you never want to see anyone get injured to the point where they can't keep continuing to play. So, Delaware coaches and trainers. We have the Ohio Health medical staff here as well helping us out. Helping out all the teams in this tournament. Taking a look at Carly Smythe down here in the corner. I would pan the camera over, but the play will be blocked by the pillar anyway, so that's the reason why you're not seeing anything right now. Looks like they're going to get her back up. Everybody applauds. It's good to see her get up. Looks like it's under her own power. She'll go directly to the locker room. She is walking, takes the helmet off on her own, so that's a good sign for Carly. We hope she can get back out here. She'll take an early exit with only 39 seconds. She won't miss much. We hope to see her back out on the ice for the third period. Looks like she's okay. Maybe just a shot to the head a little bit. Concussion's always a big sticking point for hockey, especially in the men's side. You see a lot more violent collisions in that one. So it's a 5-minute major penalty. So it's going to be for that injury there. That's a 5-minute major for checking. And so now this is a big turning point in the game. The Delaware Blue Hens will have 5 minutes of uninterrupted power play time that'll carry over to the third period, meaning if the Hens score, they will keep this power play the full 5 minutes. So the Bison with a tall task here is this shot from Newtown is denied by Slater. The Bison just want to get to the intermission here. 18 seconds left. The Blue Hens would love to get a goal here before the period ends to try to build momentum for the third and final frame. So face off here on the near side. It's won by the Blue Hens. Newtown down low for Gallagher. It's stolen away and sent all the way hard down the ice. Alyssa Hansen doing the job. That should be it for period number 2 as McCready's goes back with 4 seconds on the clock. Little poke check in the corner as the horn will sound. It's a high stick, but the horn sounds anyway. And that's 40 minutes here from the Chillers Easton Rink, Rink 2 here for Game 2 on Rink 2, and it's going to be a fun third period. Be sure to stick around, everybody, as the Blue Hens answer the goal from North Dakota State. As Courtney Marino has tied the hockey game at 1-1, the Blue Hens will get 4 minutes and 20 seconds of power play time to begin the third period in a tie hockey game where they spot in the semifinals on the line. We'll take a break. We'll come back with the second period stats and the thrilling finish. Don't go anywhere, folks. After 2, it is the North Dakota State Bison 1 and the Delaware Blue Hens 1. You're watching the 2018 ACHA Women's Division II National Championship Tournament. Brought to you live here from Columbus, Ohio. Brought to you on the ACHA Network, powered by YouTube. All right, hockey fans, welcome back to Columbus, Ohio. Getting ready for our third and final period of the afternoon between Delaware and North Dakota State. A spot in the semifinals on the line. The game is tied at 1. Let's tell you how we got there. First period, the shots were 10-9 in favor of North Dakota State, and they got the lone goal on the power play. Number 16, Mary Carmen Prezequis, the junior, getting the goal on the power play that made it 1-0. It would stay that way until about halfway through the second period, as the Delaware Blue Hens outshoot North Dakota State 11-6 in that middle frame. Excuse me. So they lead the shot count 20-16 after 2 periods of play. Number 11, Courtney Marino, gets the goal. The freshman, an even strength goal, ties us up at 1. Teams are back out on the ice, ready to go. Carly Smythe is back out there. You see there at the bottom of her screen. She takes another check as she got hurt with about 40 seconds left in the period. That forced a 5-minute major penalty out of the officials to hand to North Dakota State. So they're on that power play for the start of this period. They have 4 minutes left to kill of it as they send this one all the way down. This is a continuous penalty. So for those who are new to the game of hockey, a major penalty has to be served the full time. So 5 minutes must be served. Doesn't matter how many goals Delaware scores, that clock will still stay up on the board. That player cannot leave until the full 5 minutes are up. So an opportunity for Delaware to take their first lead of the afternoon/evening. It's now past 5 o'clock here in the Eastern time zone. As here come the Bison. Dorf will just send it in. Bison just want to get this penalty over with and move forward. The winner of this game moves on to the semifinals to take on Minot State tomorrow at 3:45 Eastern time here at Chillers Easton. Winners of each of the 2 semifinals will move on to the Ice House Sunday night, where they'll crown a champion. The other semifinal will be Lakehead University out of Canada, taking on, as there's a shot, and there's a good save from Slater. Lakehead against Bishops will be the other semifinal. That one will be at 1:15 tomorrow Eastern time here at Chillers Easton. We'll have both the games for you here on our ACHA network. Be sure to check out the live stream provided to you here on YouTube. Should mention, if this game does go the full 65 minutes where we're standing right now, North Dakota State would get the bid into the semifinals. They own the tiebreaker, which is goal differential. North Dakota State beating the Loyola University of Chicago yesterday 8-1. A 7-3 win for Delaware over that same Loyola club. That's the difference. So Delaware needs to win if they want to move on to the semifinals. The Bison can get away with a tie. We've seen that happen already today as this one's cleared out of the zone. 2 minutes to go in the major penalty. And Delaware, it's only one registered shot so far in this third period. We saw it earlier, Boston College and Lakehead. Boston College ended up pulling their goaltender in overtime with about a minute left because they knew they had to score because they didn't have the tiebreaker. And we get a rare icing call on the power play team. Delaware ices this puck with 17:39 to go in the game. 2 minutes left in the 5-minute major. So Lakehead able to advance by way of the tiebreaker. Goals allowed, goals differential, that's 17-1. Shellacking of Montclair State ended up being the reason that they moved on. Boston College only beat Montclair 11-1, and when you have to say only 11-1, there's not much else you can really say as that shot goes off the side of the net. Delaware still trying to get this lead here. They're in the middle of a change. They have 1:30 left to work here on this power play. As its shot comes from the top of the point. Slater able to hold on to that one with 17:08 remaining in the contest. 1:28 to go. We're tied at 1 here as we try to decide who's going to win Pool C. Face-off is won by the Bison. They'll sing it hard around the boards. They'll go all the way down with this fresh ice coming out of that period. It's always hard to start a period on the power play. Takes a little while to get that momentum going. Get your legs underneath you, as this is offside on Delaware. Face-off will be in front of the Bison bench. 1:09 left to go in this major penalty, so Delaware running out of time to capitalize on this opportunity. It's number 10, Rachel Johnson, getting ready to come out of the box here in about 69 seconds. As that one gloved down by McCready's, she'll just press it to the Bison blue line, and that's pressed to the Delaware blue line, and before it's cut off by Skirman. Over on the far side, McDermott fires a shot. It's wide, and Slater wisely pokes it to the corner. Comes right back. Hockey's now got it. She tries to set something up with 45 to go in the power play. Hockey gets tripped up, no call, as it comes to the top of the point. As Skirman a shot redirected here near side. Smythe was trying to get a stick on it. Hockey fans on that one. It's loose out in front. Slater shuts the door once, twice. Now Smythe shoots, and that one's blocked in front. Another opportunity. 20 seconds to go. It's all down low as that shot just goes wide. Delaware with a great opportunity to take the lead. 15 seconds left. A shot. Slater turns it aside. Excellent goaltending from Bridget Slater as that clears the zone. That'll be it for the major penalty. So crisis averted for the Bison. As that puck somehow goes up out of play, and we'll have a face-off down low, I would imagine. We'll need a new puck as that goes up and out of play. So we're back to 5-on-5, 15:40 to go. Just under 5, or just over 4 minutes gone, just under 5 minutes gone, whichever way you want to look at it. Still tied at 1. A power play goal for the Bison in the first period, an even strength goal from Delaware in the second. Back into the Bison zone it comes. Now Hansen blows it by a defender that lost a skate. That was Small that blew a tire at her own blue line. Now Hansen gains a zone, comes in with speed, forced out wide though by Newtown. Now she takes a tumble, no call. As we play on, Marino, backhand. Colliding with Cone is Newtown. Back and forth it goes. Now Small looks to bring it herself 1-on-4. Rest of the Blue Hens changing. She's tied up here on the near side. Rest of the Bison come to help. Now it's Fandak out to center ice. Racing hard after it is Dorf. McCready's there as well. She gets to it in time. McCready stops. Pass up the far side. It's cut off, though, by Prezequis. But it's back out to center ice. 5.5 gone. Delaware in the middle of a change. Prezequis turns it over right to Hockey. She's got one girl to beat. Leaves it behind Smythe, but right in the chest of Slater. Able to gobble that one up and hold on to it. 14:24 remaining in the contest. The shots 23-16. Shots 3-0 Delaware here in this period. Both teams looking for that go-ahead goal here. Near side. Delaware wins the draw into the corner. Smythe, first one there, gives it a Hockey behind the net. Trying to play catch down low. It's stolen away by Cone and back up to the top of the point, but not out. Sent here to the near side. McDermott, top of the point. It's canceled out. Smythe takes a bump, gives it down low. McDermott throws it through the blue paint. Nobody home, though, to tap it home. Now a breakout. Here come the Bison. They have numbers if they hurry. Pass out ahead. Here comes Cone. Has Dorf on the back door, but she can't pull the trigger on the pass. But she gets it right back. Dorf in the corner, battling with Skirman. Dorf trying to come towards the center of the zone, but has it poked away from her. Stays in the zone, though. The Bison with their first offensive presence here in this third period. Cutting from her point is Hansen. She missed the puck. And Delaware will skate it back the other way. Hockey. Rest of the line changes. She gets by one defender. Fires through a second, but it's wide. Back down low. Pops right out in front. Lost Spike will just spin it over to the far side. Now it comes here to the near corner. Settles, goes up, the rings around the top of the boards there. That little gap between the white boards and the glass. Now it's Jammed up over on the far side. 2-on-2 battle. Puck squirts out. Gallagher's got it. Walks to the front of the cage and is blocked. Still pinballs around in the slot. Now picked up by the Bison, and here they come. Try to chip it along for an on-man rush. Small gets to it, but has her poked away by Fisher. This goes on net to Becker, who holds on. And we'll settle things down with 12:43 to go. Still a tied game. Bison still looking for their first shot of the period. It's 3-0 Delaware so far. Top of the point. Hansen to drive. There's a good one. That's the first shot of the period. That's a good one from Hansen. Fired that rocket from the top of the point. Hits Becker right in the chest, though. Good positioning from the Delaware tender. We'll reset again on that far side. Przekwis will go against Hockey. And it's one again to Hansen. Can't control that one. That comes out of the zone. As the Bison try to regroup, it's poked away. Smythe quickly over to McDermott. 12.5 to go. That shot is wide by Delaware. Now back behind. Bree Johnson up the far board. Tapped along by Rachel Johnson, but it doesn't get out of the zone. Near side, Bree can't get it out. Hockey keeps it on side. Center pass stolen away. Przekwis over the far side. In the feet of Rachel Johnson. And she'll just backhand it in and change. Turnover down low. Now Dorf. Trying to get something towards the front. Pressures off of a defender. That was McCready's that was trying to deny that opportunity. Was successfully so. Now Cone had it stolen away. Now pinballs around in the zone and stays onside for North Dakota State as we're now down to 11.5 to go in the period. Cone canceled out by McCready's. Still loose behind the net. Chipped up the near side. Smythe trying to get by a defender. Just chips it all the way down. Will it have enough legs for icing? It just does. With 11:18 to go in the period, icing the call on Delaware, so no change for the Blue Hens. Wisely, North Dakota State takes that opportunity to change as many as they can, which is 4. Only 9 skaters for this North Dakota State team, and you got to imagine with not being able to send 2 full lines out there, what they've accomplished so far in this tournament is miraculous. That's a shot. Rebound in front. Becker with the first save. That comes out in front. And that's offside. The Bison will tag up. So excellent game between these two teams. They both know what's at stake here. As that puck from the top of the point, that ends up falling harmlessly wide, is now a turnaround shot. Becker the save. Rebound. Becker still got it. And this one she covers. So that's North Dakota's best chance here in this third period as we reach the halfway point, just about 10:50 to go. It'll be a face-off here on the near side. The teams will face off. One here to the near side. Delaware will pick it up as Shell trying to chip it along for Marino. She's got the lone goal for Delaware. This one's sent hard in past the red line, so no icing. 10:30 to go. Both teams looking for a goal here. That puck goes up high into the air, stays in play. Team still battling for it. No hand pass there over on the far boards. And kept in, though, by Newtown. The captain trying to make something happen for Delaware. Now Shell looks for a shot. That's why Marino tried to tap that home. Tried to bat it out of the air as Newtown contains the zone. Comes right back to her. Now D pass, Small. Not a whole lot on it as it goes wide of the cage. Battling down low. Schultz gives it to her defenseman. Now gets it back. Schultz with time to skate, but she overskated it. Now just sends it all the way down. This will not go for icing now as it goes on net to Becker. Past the halfway point now. 9:43 to go. Both teams are still tied as that one is turned over. Newtown trying to weave through the Bison defense. Now an outlet pass. McDermott has to race after it. Trying to get something in front, and Slater will shut things down, and that'll be it for that one. 9:29 to go, still 1-1. Shots are 24-19 in favor of the Blue Hens. The Hens have to win this game. They cannot settle for a tie. The Bison can. They held the tiebreaker between these two teams. So strap up, folks. It's going to be a fantastic finish to this one. We're tied at 1, 9:29 to go. We'll take a break. You're watching the ACHA Women's Division II National Championship Tournament right here on the ACHA Network, powered by YouTube.
The 2018 ACHA National Championships are brought to you by the Columbus Blue Jackets. For tickets and more, visit bluejackets.com. R-Bar, the official ACHA 2018 Nationals post-game hangout and best hockey bar in Columbus. And by the Greater Columbus Sports Commission. Columbus has no off-season.
And welcome back, folks. 9:29 to go. Third period. North Dakota State 1, Delaware 1. Number 1 seed out of the East region, that belongs to Delaware. Number 4 seed out of the West, that is North Dakota State. This is Pool C. Both teams are 1-1 in pool play. Winner moves to 2-1. Both teams have the tiebreaker over Loyola of Chicago, who are battling over on the far side. So it is between these two teams. Delaware trying to get the lead for the first time as Marino fires a shot. That save by Slater will reset and do it again. Face off on that far circle. Both teams trying to get to the semifinal. Puck bouncing through. Now it's a foot race the other way. It looks like Cone has a step past the defense, but it's poked away and a save by Becker. Excellent job from Logan Cone, the sophomore out of Minnesota, racing hard for that puck, able to beat the Blue Hens to that puck. Just got enough of it to shuffle it on net to Becker. And good save from the tender out of Bayside, New York, the senior for Delaware. As Bishops has just scored on the other side against Loyola. Bishops, of course, one of the semifinal teams. I'm sure both these teams will look at comparative scoring against Loyola. Let's see what they're in store for if they end up meeting in the championship game. They'll have to take on Minot State though first. They'll be waiting for one of these two teams tomorrow with 8:48 now to go. Still left to decide. So another offensive draw for the Blue Hens. They lead the shot count 26-20. Shots are 6-4 in favor of Delaware here in this period. Faceoff comes behind the Bison net. Sent hard up the far side, too hard as it goes up and out of play. 8:41 remaining on the clock. So face-off will be over on the far side. Just waiting to find another puck, I believe. Looks like we're out of pucks at the scorer's table. So we're starting to steal some of the practice pucks now at this point, as we've seen a couple go out of play. So we'll take one off the Delaware bench for this draw. It's won by the Blue Hens. Shot by Newtown is blocked. Some comes back, walking in Gallagher, try to fire one in front. It's blocked by the Bison. Here they come the other way, have Storth ahead of the play, but she lost it trying to make a toe drag. Over in the corner, Newtown, up the boards, kept in by the Bison. Schultz backhands it in, looking for Dorf, but stick lifted by Small. 8:14 to go. Back at it down, this will be high sticking, but it's touched by Hockey first, so no call. Over on the far side, Newtown, jammed up by the Bison, squirts back into the zone, but rest of the Blue Hens change. Over on the far side, getting a stick on it is Breen. It's a big collision. Everyone wanting that puck, knowing what's at stake here in the final 7:50 here. Someone needs to score. North Dakota State doesn't necessarily have to score. They hold the tiebreaker. Schultz fires a shot. It's wide. That took it a block to the near corner. Now Schultz behind the net, has someone in front. Stick jammed up. Now she'll turn around, fire a shot. It's blocked to the slot. Now entering the play is Hansen. Hansen leaves it for Fisher. Walks in, fires a shot too high. Keeping it in. Down low is Low Spike. As it's turned over, top of the point, Schultz can't get it towards the front of the net. Instead, Delaware gets it back out to center ice. We're down to 7 minutes to go. Offside is the call with 7:08 to go here in the period. Both teams will change up the line. So an interesting one over here on rink 2. The game has gone to intermission on the other side, so all the Bishops and Loyola fans have made their way over here to join the Delaware and North Dakota State fans, and some of the Minot State fans are here as well. Keeping an eye on who they're going to be playing tomorrow. We've seen a couple of the Minot State girls sticking around as well. As this puck comes back out to center ice. Under 7 minutes now to go in this contest, tied at 1. Emily Hockey into the zone. Trying to fire a shot. It's poked away. Gallagher will give it back to her in the corner. Nice steal down low by Hansen. She'll ring it around the boards. Newtown will keep it on sides. That bouncing puck settles in the near corner. Sent out in front. Gallagher couldn't pull the trigger. As Slater made the save. Another try. That one just goes wide. Shell on the opportunity. Delaware starting to buzz a little bit as it comes to the top of the point. Newtown's back out. Jammed up. Near side, Gallagher, she'll fire, Slater to save, rebound! She checks behind her, still loose, and covered by Slater. She checked behind her, she thought it might have trickled behind, but it stays out. 6:07 to go, still 1-1. As we're still trying to figure out who's going to the semifinal. One of these teams will go, but someone's got to score here. Back underway. Bison tried to clear the zone. It goes off the linesman's skate right to Marino. She can't pull the trigger. Now comes back to her. That shot blocks Slater the save. Over on the far side, McCready's keeps it in. Down low now is Smythe. She tries the backhand pass. That's cut off by the Bison. Schultz will bring it back out for North Dakota. That's back out. Delaware able to cut it off of the blue line. Now they try to come back the other way. There's a player that goes down, but we still play on. Schultz into the zone. That one just goes wide. 5.5 to go in this contest. Still tied at 1. Here come the Hens. 2-on-2. Smythe past the blue line. Floats to McDermott near side. A shot is jammed up. Good play by Low Spike. Back out to center ice it comes. Now Przekwas into the zone. She's got the lone goal for North Dakota State. She fires one that Becker turns aside. And over on the far side now is Gallagher. Backhand. Has McDermott, but she is gassed. Everybody gassed so far here in this one as we come down to the final 5 minutes here. Long shift for Delaware as Dorf will just send it in. Back behind the net it comes. Small. Hard around near side. Near side it stays in. The Bison holding the zone. Good job by Low Spike. As this one goes all the way down, this will be icing on Delaware as it's touched up with 4:35 to go. We'll see if head coach of the Blue Hens, Ken Demme, will want to use his timeout here with that icing. He'll elect to hold on to it. So we come down to the final stages here. Both teams want a goal to win this thing outright. We'll talk about the tiebreakers if we need it. Quickly over the far side. Cone to Low Spike. She'll send it down low. Bison can't get a stick on it. Now Newtown, the captain, will try to bring it out herself. Hard pass looking for Hockey up the far boards. Low Spike gets the stick on it. Hockey takes a tumble at the blue line after that collision. Now another tie up as Johnson and it looks like Gallagher over there get tied up. Bison clear the zone with 4 now to go. 4 minutes. And ticking as it goes back into the zone. Over on the far side, Delaware looks for the stretch pass. This will be wide. This will be icing if it makes it. No, it's going to be waved off. That puck loses steam as it caroms off the boards. Teams battling forward here on the near side. Comes to the top of the point, kept in by Skirman. Now it's loose out in front. Marino can't pull the trigger, still loose. They hack at it once, twice, over to the far side. Sent back out in front. Nobody there for Delaware as it comes back out to center ice. Trying to get through with Schultz. 2 defenders to beat. She stops at the top of the circle. Leaves it for Hansen. Comes in, the defenseman. Walking in behind, has it on the backhand. 3:14 to go in the game. Gives it down low. Bison looking for the goal. Cone weaving back and forth. McGreedy's applying pressure down there. Is now helping out number 9, Bryn Fisher. Back over to the far side. Now Marino. Marino can't get to it in time. And now Low Spike will send it right back in as we're down to 2:45 to go. Back out top it goes, and pinballs around, back to Przekwas. She takes a tumble. We play on. Nothing probably will get called unless it's pretty obvious here in the final 2.5 minutes. You imagine the referees will keep the whistles in their pockets. Mary Claire Newtown with speed through the neutral zone, crosses the red, crosses the blue, gets by a defender, walks in with the backhand. Slater the save, thrown out of the zone. That'll be a closing the hand on the puck penalty. I mentioned it had to be obvious. That is obvious, and it will be a penalty on North Dakota State. So number 3, Courtney Lowspike, will have to go sit 2 minutes for closing the hand on the puck. Technically, it's a delay of game call. And now Delaware with an opportunity to win this outright with 2:13 to go. The Bison will have to kill again. Delaware is 0 for 6 on the power play today. They'll get another crack at it here with 2:13 left. So a penalty late for delay of game on North Dakota State. And the Blue Hens go to work on the power play. It's a rebound out in front, and the Bison clear the zone. Quickly out is Becker, looking to play it ahead. She'll leave it for Small. Only 13 seconds separate the clock and the penalty, as that one's slapped down by Hansen. They'll kill more time. Dorf, aggressive forecheck on the penalty kill, trying to eat as much time as she can. She gets rubbed out by Newtown. Now the Blue Hens will try again. Up the near side comes Small. Into the offensive end. Leaves it behind Marino. Rigs it hard around the boards looking for Small. Has it behind the net now. Blue Hens set something up. Top of the point hockey. Has traffic. She'll fire. It's blocked out in front. Loose down near side. Dorf trying to clear the zone. Cannot. It's in the feet of hockey. Marino's shot. That's turned aside by Slater. 1:18 to go in the game. 1:05 left in the penalty. Down low, Smythe. Quickly to hockey near side. Delaware trying to punch their ticket to the semifinals with a goal here. McCready sends one in front. That one didn't find a stick. Here on the near side it comes. Teams digging at it with under 1 minute to go. 42 seconds left in the power play. 3-on-2 battle. Comes to the top of the point. Carly Smythe over to the far side. Marino. She's got the goal so far. She sends one out in front. Goes off a skate. And the Bison try to clear. They cannot. McCready's has it bounced over her stick. And she tried to keep that onside. Blue Hens try to tag up. They do. Walking in Newtown. Down to 34 seconds left. Passes off target. Trickles to the corner. Marino can't get it to Gallagher. Now Newtown fires a shot. That's blocked. And now the Bison have a step ahead. Looking for a shorthanded opportunity. But just gaining the red line and sending it in. Almost went in as Becker had to shoulder that one off. That one took a deflection off of the skater. Almost went through the feet of Becker. As this has gotten a little crazy. Penalty time's over. Final 7 seconds. As that takes a deflection up high in the air after a hit. As this will be iced down the ice all the way with zeros on the clock. And that is the end of regulation here between Delaware and North Dakota State. A spot in the semis will need to be decided in overtime. So we're going the extra frame here, as only one goal aside is tallied for either team. So the goals will go to Mary Carmen Przekwas for North Dakota State and Courtney Marino for Delaware. Now it's time to start talking about the tiebreaker as well. So if this game goes to 5 minutes, we'll play 5 minutes of sudden death overtime here. If they get the winner, then the winner moves on to the semifinals. If it is tied after the 5 minutes, it'll be North Dakota State that gets the bid to the semis. They have the tiebreaker over Delaware. So Delaware must score in this 5 minutes, or else it'll be the Bison that'll take on the Beavers in the semifinals. So a quick intermission here. We'll keep it here. 1-1 your score, the third overtime game of the tournament. You had Boston College beat Liberty 4-3 on day one of the tournament. We had an overtime game just this morning decide Pool A between Lakehead and Boston College, as the Eagles ended up pulling their goaltender with about a minute left to try and get that game-winning goal. It didn't come, and Lakehead was able to win that tiebreaker and move on with a draw. Will we see the same thing here? Final shots 31-20 through the 60 minutes. So here we go. We're going to play sudden death overtime for 5 minutes. Again, Delaware needs to score to move on. If it's tied, North Dakota State moves on. Teams will switch ends, so it'll be the long change for the 5 minutes here. It'll be 4-on-4 as well, so that'll be a reprieve for North Dakota State. They'll get an extra person to rest here for the final 5 minutes. As the teams meet at center ice. Delaware's in the white, moving right to left. North Dakota State in the black, left to right. As overtime has now begun. Newtown trying to win it right off the bat, but it's offside. Marino caught offside a little bit, got bumped off the line. So we'll have a face-off in the neutral zone right in front of us here. 4:54 remaining in overtime. Outlet pass. Here comes Cone. Trying to get a step past Newtown. Has it on the backhand. Walks in. Becker makes the save, and she holds on. Biggest save of the game for Emily Becker this time as Cone had it on the backhand, cut through the crease. Becker able to shut the door with 4:46 to go in the extra frame. So face off over here on the near side. Won by the Blue Hens, backhanded out by McCready's, and settled down by Lost Spike. Trying to clear it out, could not. Now Delaware's got it. Gallagher trying to get something going. Lost Spike ends up giving her a bump. That stays on side, but it's right to the Bison. Now Prozequist, the goal scorer for the Bison, brings it into the zone. Fires one towards the front. It's kicked down by McCready's. 4:18 now to go in overtime, as Gallagher will just send one in. Slater turns it aside. Both goalies have been fantastic in this contest. It'll take something big to beat one of these two tenders. Teams tie each other up here on the near side. 3 Bison, 2 Blue Hens. Comes out to the Bison, Alyssa Hansen. Oh, lays a big shoulder down. Nothing called as she just went through the Delaware defense. Ends up taking Marino out in the process. This one will be icing on the Blue Hens as well. And so we continue on, 3:46 to go. Still looking for a winner. Overtime here between Delaware and North Dakota State. Winner wins Pool B. Or excuse me, Pool C. Face off here on the near side, won by the Bison, top of the point, Lost Spike. She takes a tumble as Marina kind of settles the score after taking that hit the last time down. And now the Bison set up in the zone. We're 4-on-4 here in overtime. It's McCready's able to get it to Marino. Smythe, she's shouldered off by Cone. It's been physical to start this overtime. Referees will most likely, again, same thing. Unless it's obvious, there will most likely be no calls here. Turnover. Back and forth it goes. Now it's back in the Delaware end as they'll chip it back out to center. Cone Battling with Gallagher. Now Gallagher has a step past the 3. Bison walks in alone. Can win it right here. She shoots, and Slater the save. Gallagher had the game on her stick, but couldn't find its way past the tender. And Slater shuts the door for her biggest save of the overtime. So we'll reset once again with 2:58 left in this contest. There is no shootouts. There is no extra overtimes. This will end in a draw as it's a pool play game. Loose down low here on the near side. Bison trying to pass it up front as Dorf has it in her feet. Hansen trying to help out. Now a couple of bodies get together. And it's Hockey will chip it in. Race after. We'll keep an eye on Becker. See if Delaware elects to pull their tender here. They need a goal. They can't settle for the draw. Shot is saved by Slater. And held on. Both teams still have their timeouts as well. As we'll see wholesale changes from both teams. With 2:28 to go. We're halfway through this overtime. Another nail-biting finish between these two teams. As it's one. Back down low, Marino. Sends one out in front. Pinballs around. Still loose. Now set to the corner. Smythe. Sets things up for Delaware as it comes to top. Skirman fires a shot. It's blocked. Bison with an opportunity. Ahead of the play comes Cone. Trying to get past Skirman. She gets upended. That'll be the penalty. We'll see if it's a penalty shot. As the referee still hand in the air. It'll just be a body check call. It ends up being the call to Skirman. And now for the rest of overtime, the Bison will have a power play. So it looked like Cone had a step past the defense. Skirman did everything she could to possibly deny that opportunity. And we'll play 4-on-3 for basically the rest of this game. 2 minutes on the board for the penalty, 2:05 left to go on the clock. Back to the top of the point it comes. D-to-D pass, Hansen winds up a shot, and Becker turns it aside. Might have took a deflection in front. That comes all the way down, iced by the Blue Hens. No icing as they're on the kill. Bison looking for the stretch pass. Hits the tape of Rachel Johnson. She leaves it for Cone. Good poke check, though, by McCready's. As she'll send it hard all the way down. No icing yet again. 1:35 left to go in overtime. Rung hard around near side. Hockey trying to keep it onside. She does. She'll send it harder around. McCready's waiting for it to come around, but it's cut off by Low Spike. Now it's a battle behind the net. Goaltender still in the net for Delaware. This redirected shot is turned aside by Slater. Delaware with the opportunity. Hockey trying to win it. Save Slater. Pushed up out of play. 1:10 to go. Still looking for a winner. Delaware with a great chance shorthanded. 2 great looks shorthanded. As we're going to get a timeout for the Bison. As we come down to the final 70 seconds of this contest. So Delaware is going to call the timeout. As I believe that'll be it for Becker. She'll probably stay on the bench, you would imagine, as the teams will think it over here with 1:10 left. Shots are 2-1 in favor of Delaware here in this overtime, 33-21 overall. Blue Hens need a goal to get to the semifinal. A tie does them nothing. The Bison will look to just eat this minute 10. That'll be enough for them to punch their ticket to take on their rivals in the Beavers. So we'll reset again. Becker will go back to her cage for Delaware. So we'll stay 4-on-3. Becker out at the hash mark. So you imagine if Delaware wins this draw, she'll be coming. Try and even this thing up. Blue Hens win the draw. Marino back behind the cage. Becker still holding in the net. Over on the far side, Smythe battling with Hansen in that corner. Now Marino trying to wheel around the circle. Fires a shot. It's blocked. Here near side. Dorf tries to clear, cannot. Newtown as we're down under a minute to go. Bison come back the other way. They have the extra attacker on this power play as Dorf gets taken out. And that'll be another penalty to Delaware as she's slow to get up. She took a hard collision. Marino trying her best to get that puck. Just ends up getting the hip of Dorf. And she is slow to get up. So the trainers in North Dakota's staff will take a look at Rachel, the freshman out of Elk River, Minnesota. It's had a good tournament, 3 goals, 2 assists for her. 40.6 to go here in overtime. So we're just hoping she's all right. It looked like the brunt of the impact was on the hip. It was just a race back for that puck. Everybody being desperate with knowing what's on the line here. She's moving. She's laying down, but she's moving around, so that's a good sign. So we saw Carly Smythe take that hit at the end of the second period. She was able to get back up and was good to go for the third period. We hope the same for Rachel here. As they continue to look at her, just talking. Looks like she's just talking back, so that's good. They're going to bring her up. Taking that hard hit. She sits up on her own, so that's a good sign as well. And they'll get her back up on her feet. So it looks like she'll be okay. She'll skate back to the bench. So she'll stay there. So we probably won't see her for the rest of this contest, but hope to see her back out there. Hopefully as soon as possible, just to have her out there. We'll see her out there maybe for the semifinal if this result holds. It's going to be an uphill battle now for the Blue Hens. It's going to be a 5-on-3 rest of the way here. So with the 4-on-3, they take the penalty. Marino ends up taking the penalty for the hit. So that just adds an extra attacker for the Bison. They'll play 5-on-3 the rest of the way. Reminder, North Dakota State will move on with a draw. Referees just sorting everything out, making sure we're good for the final 40.6 here. Bison win the draw. Delaware's going to need a miracle if they can get it. Quickly over to the far side. Bison trying to win it right now. Becker turns that aside. We're down under 30 seconds to go. Cross the ice. Hansen fires a shot. It's blocked to the corner. North Dakota, 15 seconds away. They'll fire a shot. That's blocked. Rebound. Becker the save. That's off. And we'll get a whistle with 12.5 to go. So we'll reset again here on the near side. 12.5 left. Delaware will get a skater back in 6 seconds. They can try to hit that play. There's a shot that goes wide. 6-1. Now the extra attacker out for Delaware. 3 seconds, 2-1. That is it. The horn will sound. And that's it for this contest. The game will result in a draw. And that means the North Dakota State Bison will be moving on to the semifinals. 1-1 the final score here. The Bison win Pool C by way of the tiebreaker, the goal differential, by beating Loyola yesterday by that 8-1 score. Ends up being the deciding factor here. A fantastic hockey game. You wish it didn't end this way, but I'd like to see a little bit more, but that's the way the pool games go. Both teams will get a point. They'll finish tied at the top of the pool. North Dakota State advances on the tiebreaker. So our Final Four is set. Tomorrow afternoon at 1:15, it will be the Lakehead University Thunderwolves taking on the Bishops University Gators at 1:15 in semifinal number 1. Semifinal number 2 will be the Minot State Beavers taking on the North Dakota State Bison. That game is at 3:45 Eastern Time. That's going to do it for us here on this broadcast. Thank you so much for joining us. Reminder, we have 2 more games over on the other sheet as Bishops and Loyola is still underway over on that on the other rink. We'll also have Assiniboine taking on Adrian, I believe. That'll be our final contest. As we say goodbye here, the final score, the Delaware Blue Hens won, the North Dakota State Bison won. The Bison move on via the tiebreaker. They'll take on Minot State in the semifinals tomorrow afternoon. We'll have them for you here starting at 1:15 Eastern Time. Myself and Thomas Biondo will be on the call. We'll see you tomorrow afternoon for that one. As for now, have a great rest of your Friday evening wherever you may be watching today's contest. And we thank you for joining us. This is Matt Coma signing off as the game finishes in a 1-1 draw. You've been watching the 2018 ACHA Women's Division II National Championship Tournament, brought to you live here from Columbus, Ohio on the ACHA Network, powered by Utah. Have a great rest of the night, and we'll see you again tomorrow for semifinal Saturday.